Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jill again. For those who are new here, hi, welcome. This is Jill. This is mainly a lifestyle vlog channel, but I just made like a 4-part sequel of my migration process to Australia in hopes to help other nurses who are interested in migrating to this country one day. So our first part video, we talked about my process of getting a license to practice in this country and a visa. Second video was about what things that I need to tackle after getting a visa. Third is what are the things that you need to bring with you and remember to pack with you on your travel day. Finally, now on our last video, considering that you've already found a job and now you're in this country, next question would be how to find a place for yourself. So that may be a house, an apartment, a studio, whatever that may be, a flatting situation. This video is for you. So what are the documents that you would need to prepare? First off is your identification documents. These are your passport, your driver's license, your birth certificate. Next would be your police clearance. So I am from the Philippines. I provided my NBI clearance, and coming from New Zealand, I provided my criminal record check. Next would be your reference letters. Now here you would need to provide at least 2 coming from your co-tenant and your landlord. Next is your residential address. So here you can provide bills with your name and address as stated there, or a bank statement that has your address there, but it has to have your name and your current address. Now, once you arrive in Australia, you have to make sure to open a bank account right away because you would need a bank statement that you need to present upon application to these house viewings. So yeah, just so you know, open a bank account right away. Next is your New Zealand visa. Now, you would need to provide 2 visas. One is from your current country and one is the visa that you have entering Australia. So Australian visa and New Zealand for me. Lastly, you would need to provide your payslips for the last 3 months. Now, once you have compiled every documents that you need for this application, set them aside, put them in a folder, and now the next question would be, where do I find a place? Where do I search? Who do I ask? So there's like 3 methods to do this. There is an online, a walk-in, and a friend's referral. So the online one, before I came to Australia, I was searching through realestate.com.au, domain.com.au, and flatmates.com.au. Now, before I went to Australia, those were the 3 main sites that I was looking at. As you guys know, I've acquired my place through walk-in. I honestly think walk-in is much faster in terms of like applications and processing and stuff. But I would say the cons of doing walk-in is you cannot really canvas through like different sites and other options because your options are just limited in one particular real estate agency. But yeah, in terms of like fast processing and stuff, I think real estate walk-ins are much better. Lastly is a friend's referral. So for my first few weeks here in Australia, I was staying with a friend of a co-worker that I used to work with. And that's how I've had managed to get like a cheaper accommodations while I'm trying to find my place here. You can actually use Airbnb if you want, but in my case, tapping this option was cheaper for me in my first few weeks, so that's why. Considering you found yourself a place, the next thing that I was considering at the time when I was looking for a place was what should be my price range? Like, what do I need to expect? Because I need to set a budget for that, right? So I would say, in general, you need to set like a 250 to 500 budget. Now this depends on what you're looking for. So if you're just looking for a flatting situation, sometimes bills included, that will be like 250 to 350 per week. Now if you're looking for a house, that would be like 350 to 500 per week or more. And that is why some people, what they do is that they look for flatmates to cut the bills of rent because that's quite, that's quite heavy for them. But yeah, to answer your question, price range, that's at like 250 to 500 per week. So how much do you need to save up for before coming to Australia? So securing yourself a place, you would need to pay the first month worth of rent plus the bond. So the first month worth of rent, so assuming that you got a place 500 per week, that means you would need to pay approximately 2,000 plus the bond, which is usually a month worth of rent as well. With that said, 2,000, which is your first month of rent, plus 2,000, which is your bond, that is in total 4,000 AUD. Yes, it might be overwhelming, but just always remember to be realistic. Know how much your income would be minus your expenses. So that's gonna be your like miscellaneous fees, your bills, your utilities, gas, electricity, water, internet, your food bills, your transportation bills, everything. You have to sit down and really think about it, because you have to be very realistic here. You don't want luxury to cause you eviction, guys. Last but not the least is what to bring on the day of viewing. So first off, don't forget your laptop that contains all the documents that we've compiled earlier. And the reason why the application process is very tight, it is very competitive. So once you find a place that you really like, it's really important that you submit your application right away. So that's what I did. When I did the viewing, I was with my aunt and I have my laptop with me. So when we saw this place, I applied right away and I secured it within an hour. So that's what happened to me. It's different for everyone. Some get their application approved after like a couple of days. But you know what I mean. You just have to be ready. So bring your laptop with all the documents. Next is your bank card. So for obvious reason, if they ask for your payment right away, at least you can pay right there and then. But in general, I would say they have like a time limit of within 24 hours to secure the place for yourself. Following that, make sure you have data on your phone, and this is because you need the internet to send your application from your laptop. So you use your phone to hotspot your laptop, and that's gonna make the whole application smooth flowing for you. Following that is face mask, and the reason why is because not all house viewing or apartment viewing is like a private viewing. Most of them is a public viewing, wherein all applicants come in the same hour in the same day, and you're just like, everyone's just there going around the house with you. So yeah, just better be safe. Bring a mask with you and an alcohol. Last but not the least, do an ocular survey before the actual inspection. And the reason why is because you can easily tweak photos online, and sometimes the house itself is really nice but the neighborhood isn't. And that's a wrap. So that's my final video for this series. I hope you guys found these informations really useful. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe these videos. I would really appreciate that, and good luck on your journey. All the best.